I've been thinking about how easy it is to live your life like a checklist. You graduate, then you find the stable job, get promoted, you get married, have kids, buy the house, buy the bigger house. And every time you hit one milestone, instead of sitting in it, you immediately shift into, okay, what's next? My husband Charlie and I, we both worked in tech as software engineers, where there's always a roadmap. You finish one project, and before you even celebrate, the next sprint is already planned. The next deliverable, the next optimization, the next performance review. You don't sit in wins. You just keep moving. And we realized we were actually also living our personal lives that way too. Promotion? Cool. Okay, what's the next title? Bought the house? Okay. When do we upgrade? Saved enough money? How do we multiply it? There's no arrival, just advancement. And I didn't realize how deep that wiring was in me until we bought our first home. So when we bought our first condo, it was a new build. We got to choose everything. The cabinets, the finishes, the floors. And that should have been exciting. But when it came time to pick the floor color, I didn't choose what I loved. I chose what would be the easiest to resell. Before we had even moved in, before we had lived a single day there, I was already thinking about the next buyer. And that detail might feel small, but it says everything about what our mindset was like back then. We weren't rooting into our life, we were just positioning it. From day one, that condo, it was a stepping stone. We talked about equity, upgrade strategy, exit timing. We kept everything neutral, clean, safe, not just aesthetically, but energetically as well. Because in our minds, it wasn't actually home. It was just leverage. And here's the funny part. It didn't even appreciate. The market shifted and we ended up selling it at a loss. All that calculating, all that optimizing, all that choosing resale over joy, it didn't even freaking matter. That was humbling. Because it forced me to see something very, very uncomfortable. If you treat everything in your life like a stepping stone, you never fully stand anywhere. You're just always preparing to leave. You're staging your life instead of actually living it. And to be clear, I don't think ambition is bad. I love building. I love growth. But there's a difference between building something meaningful and just compulsively climbing. A lot of high-achieving people live like this, especially if you grew up believing, the bigger house, it equals security. The higher title equals worth. The bigger savings account equals relief. But what if you keep hitting milestones and the relief never comes? Not because you're failing, but because your nervous system is always just living in the future, always bracing for the next thing, always optimizing. Now, even in this in-between season of our life, we're rebuilding, figuring out what's next. I'm trying to do something different. And if I choose a floor color one day, I want to choose the one that I want, not what's best for resale. If I live somewhere temporary, I want to actually live there. Because if you're constantly chasing the next milestone, you never actually live the one you're in. And no external achievement will ever feel like enough.